Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a very exciting video for you. So in collaboration with Spooky Z Spooks, whatever you want to call him, I'm leaving the link to his YouTube channel in the description. We wanted to make a marketplace style video, so huge shout out to him. Without him I wouldn't have been able to do this, so please subscribe to his channel and show him a ton of support that you show me. Anyways, today we are covering every single limited item in RPG Sim and its marketplace value. I'm going to cover them in the order of the event when it occurred, and the ones that were standalone single day events that were more like just a spontaneous thing, those are going to be covered at the very end. So the first event would be Winter 2020, and there is 4 auras that came out during that time. So the least valuable will be the Flurry aura at 100 million, the Snowflake aura is worth around 150 million, and the Ice Crystal aura is worth around 200 million, and then the most valuable aura from that event is of course the Blizzard aura at 300 million. These things are actually pretty dang rare to find, and in my opinion, they're not worth very much for how rare they are, but that is because of course they give no stats, so there really is no demand. Next event that was released is of course the Valentine's Day event, and all of these items are very notorious and famous. So first, the least valuable is the Rose aura. It is worth around 3 billion gold on the marketplace and looks fantastic. Then of course there's the Sword of Love, or the SOL, the Soul. This thing is worth 3.5 billion on the market. And then everybody's heard of the Sword of Heartbreak. This thing used to be the king of the marketplace, and it is still worth a staggering 25 billion gold on the market. So pretty much everything from the Valentine's Day event is worth a lot of money. So next we're going to go over the Easter 2020 items, and there is a lot of things. First off, all of the eggs from the event are worth around 5 to 10 million. You really don't see these much, but they're kind of useless in my opinion. There is also the Ritual egg, which is worth a lot more, around 100 million plus, but again, you really don't see these in trade. Now the Bunny Daggers and the Sword of the Rainbow Egg are both worth around 100 million on the market and look pretty okay, but again, they're not worth very much compared to the rest. Everyone knows the Egg Rune, the good old Egg Rune, is worth around 500 million on the marketplace. I love this rune. Then there is also the Blue Easter Sword, which is worth around 3 billion plus on the market. This thing is starting to get a lot more valuable. And of course, again, I'm going to say this throughout the video, all the prices will fluctuate, and this video isn't to the T accurate. Everything run by players is of course subject to change. Then the most valuable item from the Easter 2020 event is of course the carrot, worth around 8 billion plus gold. Everyone loves this thing. It's just a massive carrot vanity and it looks great, so of course it's going to be worth a ton at 8 billion. So the Summer 2020 event is next, and there is a lot of things to cover from it. So both the Ice Cream and Shark vanities are worth 5 million-ish gold on the marketplace because they were pretty common in the event and not that hard to get. Next is the Beach Ball aura. This is also worth around 100 million gold on the market. Then we got the Watermelon and Blue Surfboard. Both of these are worth around 300 million plus on the marketplace. And then of course we got the Spoon, Starfish Shurikens, and Umbrella. All 3 of these items are all tied at worth around 400 million plus. Next is the Bubble aura. This is worth around 750 million, so we're starting to get up there in value. Definitely a valuable item to have. Next is the Sunburn aura. This is worth around 1 billion gold on the marketplace. And then next is the Blazing Sun. This is also worth around 8 billion gold on the market, so very, very valuable item. And then the most coveted and sought after item from the Summer 2020 event is of course the Solar Rune. This is worth around 25 billion plus. Everyone wants this thing. It is fantastic. I love the aesthetic of it, and it will always be a very valuable item. So the very next event is of course the Halloween 2020 event, where some of the most valuable items of all time spawned in. So there is like 1,000 auras from it, all worth around 100 million. I'm not going to cover all of them, but pretty much every aura from that is worth 100 million gold. Then of course we got the Candy Apple Vanity. This is also worth around 100 billion gold. And then there is a lot of other vanities. You got the Hallows Blade and Spooky Scythe. These are also worth around 100 million gold on the market. And then this is where things start to jump up in price. So the Daggers of Trickery is worth around 1 billion on the marketplace. Same with the Horror Scythe. This is also worth around 1 billion on the marketplace. Also, the Twist Pop, one of my favorite vanities in the game, is also worth around 3 billion on the marketplace. And then, of course, the very sought after Pumpkin Rune is worth 8 billion on the marketplace. Now, one of the absolute most valuable items in the game period came from this event, and that is known as the Lightsaber of Halloween. This is worth 500 billion plus on the marketplace. Absolutely amazing item to get. Good luck getting it in trade because it is extremely expensive, but if you have one and you're thinking about coming back to the game, definitely do so because you will be very rich, my friend. That thing is just crazy hard to get, crazy rare to get, and worth just a crazy amount of gold. 500 billion plus gold. So the next event to occur was the Winter 2020 event. Well, 2020/2021 because it started in 2020, but half of it was in 2021, but it's just the next winter event. Anyways, a lot of very, very valuable things came from this as well. So first we got the Candy Cane and Xmas Tree vanities, both worth around 100 million gold. And then Snow Wings is also worth around 100 million gold. And then the Santa Sleigh Aura is worth around 1 billion gold, so it is starting to go up in value. And then the Icicle Blade vanity is worth around 10 billion plus gold. A very, very valuable vanity, and one that I have yet to get even though I want it very bad. The next one from this is of course the Snowflake Shurikens at a staggering 20 billion gold. These things are very, very valuable in my opinion. I love the look of them, and they're worth around 20 billion. And then finally, the most sought after item in all of that winter event is the Glacial Scythe, and it is worth 250 billion plus gold. I use it in a lot of my videos because it looks amazing, and it is worth just so much gold on the marketplace. It is so hard to get, and I wish all you luck in getting it. So the very next event is the Summer 2021 event, and there is a couple of items from it, but nothing's really that valuable. First is the Swordfish, worth 100 million. Next is the Sunflower Sword, also worth 100 million. And then there is also the Ice Cubes vanity, worth 100 million as well. And then the last thing is the Literally on Fire Aura, and this is worth around 2 billion, so that is pretty valuable, but really nothing that great came from that event. So finally, we are approaching the very recent Halloween 2021 event, and a couple of very valuable things did come from it. So first is the Trapped Soul Sword, worth around 100 million, and then there's also the Hallows Axe. This is also worth around 100 million gold on the market. So all of the capes and the scarves, so the Jacko Cape, Haunted Cape, and the scarf are all worth around 1 billion on the marketplace, and I highly recommend you try to get these because in terms of actual meta stats, they are very, very good. So, of course, we got the Insanity Rune. This thing is amazing. This is worth around 10 billion on the marketplace, so an incredibly valuable rune to have. And then the Rune of the Lost Souls typically goes for 15 billion on the market. So both of these runes, very, very valuable additions to the game. But the most valuable item from the Halloween 2021 event is the Scythe of the Ninth Gate, and this is worth 50 billion plus on the market. The most valuable item in the game besides Glacial and a couple other things. It is amazing, looks amazing, and it is incredibly hard to get. So now we're gonna go after the items that do not have a specific event that they're from. They're either just limited because of situations that occurred in the game, like something got removed, or they're just super valuable because it was just like a one-day event. Anyways, first we're gonna talk about the Yummy Cake. This is worth 400 million plus on the marketplace. Pretty valuable, and I think it's a great looking vanity because you're just holding a piece of cake. Next is Candy. This is worth around 25 billion on the marketplace, but you really do not see this very often. And then there's the Ariana's microphone from the one day Ariana Grande concert event. I miss this thing, it's such a meme, but it is worth around 25 billion on the marketplace, so it is very, very valuable. Then of course there is the Garbage Aura. This thing did get nerfed, so it isn't as good as it used to be, but it is worth 100 billion plus on the marketplace. It is incredibly rare to find, and it is very, very valuable. Then of course there is the Lightning Storm Ring, which is worth 15 billion plus. So you may be wondering, what is that? Well, it is actually a drop that used to be droppable from Dr. V's laboratory on hardcore. It is no longer droppable, so that is why it is super duper valuable. And then the absolute most valuable tradable item in the entire game, there's no argument, is the Packed Ice Breaker. It is literally worth however much the owner decides, because there is a single one of them in trade. So it is worth what? Infinity plus 100 billion trillion. It is worth however much the owner decides. So it is the most valuable item in the game. Anyways, guys, let me know what you guys thought of this list. Let me know if this helps you in trading with limited, and also comment down below if you disagree with anything. Do keep in mind that all of these are subject to change. It really just depend on the market and the players at the time. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, stick around for more videos, and make sure you check out Spook's channel as well down below. Bye.